The Ventis MX4 has two menus that may be accessed. One is the General Operation menu, and the other is the Configuration menu. Please consult your operation guide for details on using the Configuration menu of your Ventis MX4. The Configuration menu can be password protected and affords access to vital functions like alarm and calibration gas set points. This menu should only be accessed once the user has a solid understanding of the desired profile changes. From the Real-Time Readings screen, we can access the various general operational modes for the Ventis MX4. To access this menu, momentarily press the On-Off Mode button. Note, the user must be aware that the General Operational menu screen will time out and revert back to the real-time readings if no key is pressed for approximately 30 seconds while in this mode. Pressing the Enter button activates the Ventis MX4's display backlight. This backlight will stay illuminated for 30 seconds, provided no other buttons have been pressed. Pressing the On-Off Mode button takes the user to the Days Since Last Calibration screen. This screen displays the days since calibration for each corresponding gas. Pressing the On-Off Mode button from the Days Since Calibration screen will take the user to the Zero screen, if enabled in the Configuration mode. From this screen, the user can initiate the zeroing process by pressing the Enter button. The zeroing process should only be initiated when the instrument is in clean ambient air. If clean air is not available, a cylinder of zero-grade air should be used. Pressing the On-Off Mode button from the Zero screen displays the Bump Test screen, if enabled in the Configuration mode. The Bump Test screen allows the user to initiate and perform a manual menu-driven bump test of the instrument using calibration gas. Pressing the On-Off Mode button from the Bump Test screen displays the Peak Reading screen. The Peak Reading screen displays the peak icon in the upper right-hand corner, the names of the installed sensors, and the corresponding peak values for each sensor since the last time the peak values were cleared. Pressing the Enter button resets all of the peak values to the current reading. Pressing the On-Off Mode button from the Peak Reading screen will display the TWA Reading screen. The TWA Reading screen is only displayed if one or more toxic gas sensors are installed. If no toxic sensors are installed, then pressing the On-Off Mode button from the Peak Reading screen returns the user to the Real-Time Readings mode. The TWA Reading screen displays the TWA icon, the name of the installed toxic sensors, and the corresponding time-weighted average gas concentration for each. TWA values can be reset by pressing the Enter button at the TWA screen. Pressing the On-Off Mode button from the TWA Reading screen displays the STEL Reading screen. The STEL Reading screen is only displayed if one or more toxic gas sensors are installed. The STEL Reading screen displays the STEL icon, the name of the installed toxic sensors, and the corresponding short-term exposure limit for each gas. STEL values can be reset by pressing the Enter button at the STEL screen or powering down the instrument.